Today, I am going to bring you the creator economy for pagans, why you should be involved. Tonight, we're going to talk about the finances of the world as they go to, as we move from the attention economy, and we're still deep into the attention economy. We still have to do that into the creator economy, where we are going to see much more of that influencer, that much more of that attention being directed at various ways of our self promotion, self production. So I'm a big fan of Alvin Toffler, and one of the things he talked about in the 80s and the 90s was the idea of a third wave economy, this sort of digital economy, and that we would become prosumers. We would be both become producers and consumers simultaneously, and we would often be prosumers. And now I've seen that with the age of Michael. And what does that mean? Is that they can combine production with consumption. And this has become our hobbies, right? So Michael's has become a shop that's for consumers, but often those people then turn it into production items that they resell onto Etsy, they resell onto other systems. So that is part of the creative economy. And so this was predicted a while ago to exist as we would be seeing power shifts and change of energy. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm glad that you do. I like your posts and vids. We have a whole team of us now putting them together. It's just not me alone. Um, I'm so excited about all the times we get to do this. And one of the things I'm excited about is the idea of the idea that we're becoming into a new economy called the creator economy. So whatever you think of, let's go ahead and deal with the only thing that can really be part of our world is not reiteration, not iteration, not AI, not all that. We can deal with all that. The thing that we have to remember more than anything else is our imagination, and curiosity, develop our creativity. And now we can order to create that creativity faster than ever before. You can have a book produced in 72 hours if you know what you're doing and have it available to the public. And now it'll be how good or how bad it is beside the point. We are now nearly moving our way ability to produce things at nearly at the speed of creation at a stupendous speed. We're talking about zero manufacturing costs. We can produce a book now through Kindle, through all Lulu, through all these things that doesn't cost us anything up front, and every copy makes us a profit. We can literally make a profit on a single sale of a single book. We could create a book. Somebody could go out there today and create a single book and make it through Kindle, or there's only one, and they could sell that. Or you can build an NFT around that, make it into a blockchain, and sell it. Hi, Zella from Dublin. Oh, I love the fact that we're so international. So, greater economy for you. What are you guys are making? What are you making? So, I'm working with Lori Blackman, who's making chakra oils, and she has all these products. She can produce anything. She's been going to school for years. She's got it all. And finally, we're working on it. She's going to do the scent of Don Lewis, Don Lewis's signature scent. It's going to be a pretty hefty project, probably in the area of about $40. The energy that he loves scents that helps the psychic ability and all that. So it'll be about a $40 product. She's using really refined. Um, so we really like that. And it's a wonderful scent. There you go. He says it's a wonderful scent. It's a more pricey scent. John has refined scents. She's working on that one. And the other one she's working on, and this is very important. So Don is now going out there. He's found a scent he likes, and now he's going to produce it, and he finds it useful, and he'll talk about it, and he'll be selling it to the public, but it won't be his production. It'll be Lori Blackman's production, and she's also working on chakra oils, and let's give her a center of positive energy because she's taking a big leap tomorrow, finally getting this. So I've been telling people this is the creator economy, and what is she going to be able to do after that? She's going to do a class over that. She's going to do a class. And I'm going to go ahead and say she's going to do a class next, and she's going to then offer it out into the wholesale world and retail world. But she's going to do a class for everybody to see how to use these oils, and and everybody can do it. If you're making oils, you can do the same thing. And we're going to create a centralized market. Um, that is completely decentralized. In the creator economy, there's no such thing as centralization. What do you mean? You could have a Shopify site, which is a tremendously powerful site. We'll talk more about that. Shopify sites are at the center of being really good at the community. It's the Amazon for the small businessman, uh, businesswoman, business person, whatever you want to call it. Ferengi, we like that too. Just kidding, a little bit. You have Etsy, which is a great system. There's a lot of difficulty for some people. It's having its rough time. You always have eBay. eBay has also become really for mass producers and a good source for supplies. Um, there's Big Shot. There's Bonanza. And you can go out from Shopify and some of these sites to all of them. You have Facebook. I sold quite a few books from Facebook. So you have all of these channels that have very low costs. Spotify's $29.95. Um, Facebook, I think takes a fee. Uh, I just sell it off my own page. I just say, "Hey, do you want this?" And I've done that really well. Uh, and so, yeah, here we go. This is something else. I'm looking at a vegan cookbook for kids, for autism kids, and I'm writing a book about candle incense and joy. Today's a so today I will tell you two things. There's never been an easier time to do your own thing and writing your own books and your own stuff. But it's more going to be more competitive. So we can see quantity out there, but quality is going to be important, and we just don't know where that's going to be. Um, Possibly. I mean, Elizabeth Ashley, you said that. Are you mean on this network? DM me after the show. Okay. I'm looking for more radio hosts. Yes, to do this. We're across 15 different properties right now. And so this is from David has who is, I promise you, going to do this show for with me. You're right. We can do more with so much left after. Of course we can, and that's really becoming the new thing in the creator economy. So we have zero manufacturing costs. So somebody else is capitalized. There we go. Um, so individual companies have created this system with computers to allow for to them not to get out of these sort of very hard printing systems of lineographs and metals and sheets and um, all that energy for this. It was metals and before that cards and hey Reverend Michael, and it was for all of these different pieces of metal and things like that. Now with computers, they can print it much faster with a completely different printing system, and that allows them to make 1 to 1,000. 1 in 1,000 pieces out there. And so you can make 1 or 1,000 or 10,000. But because they own the manufacturing of the capital, they're just giving it to you. Now the difference is under the old system, the more you bought simultaneously or over a period of time, as long as that last one on the long tail capitalism should be one that costs less than the first one to produce. So as you create more, tons more, it's always there. But in a zero manufacturing world, and so the books may cost $6 to print, it can get down to $2 to print. And that's why you want to see mass sales, big sales. In the zero manufacturing world where you produce on demand, the first book or the 10,000th book is going to be priced to you to be printed for the same cost. That's how they regain their income. That's how they make money on the machine by making sure whatever it costs you to print the first one to the last one stays the same. So it gives you an ability to make very few or a lot, take very little risk, none, other than time, energy, and that's the important part. What is makes humans humans? Curiosity and imagination being put into action. That's your creator economy. So if you're making oils and Zella, I've already got an editor in Random House. Great for my cookbook job. That's so cool, and we're becoming a big enough audience that they will do that. Um, so the creator economy. What is the creator economy? It's everybody who's creating something in exchange for something else. It doesn't have to be cash. It can be for status. It could be for points. It could be for fun. It could be because you want to share things out to the world. It could be in the form of NFTs and Bitcoin and blockchain. It can be in a lot of different forms. Primarily, live in a cash world. And so ultimately, we need cash. And what do we need cash for? Eventually, to pay our taxes. Whatever country we live in, they require us to pay our taxes in their money, even if you have to exchange it. So, yeah, we have that coming up here in America, the Great Tax Day. Um, and we have PayPal, and now we have all these other systems, Zelle, Stripe. We have tons of systems coming in. We have also blockchains. We have banks now moving back into that space. So we see in our electronic currency, not cyber currency, but our electronic currency, such as the dollar, the rand, because we've been dealing with that lately, the mark, not the mark, the euro. Uh, I played D&D, and so the mark was one of those types of coins. And so creative. And now you can create your own gaming system. There's so many things you can create. And you can fund it through Leprechaun Funding, asking your friends and family, just give me a few dollars to start it. You can do it through Kickstarter, Indiegogo. There's CrowdFundMe, which is another type of system. There are systems now in place where you can go ask for up to $5 million in stock from your friends and family and other people if you think you can do it. That's a very new startup system. There's all sorts of ways to earn that money. So let us go through a process. Somebody give me a product. Give me a test. I want to tell you how to go through the system. Give me a product or an idea out there. Oh, there is so many currencies over so many realms. And there are now AI based teaching spells. Easy breezy, but we're going to do this. So there we go. Um, we're going to go ahead and all right, we're going to open something up really quick while I'm talking about it. So, selling spells. All you have to do is the only thing you have to know about selling spells is here we go. What spells should you be teaching spells? So, what is this number one spell you sell? And I'll do that one next. That's good. So, I'll combine these two teaching spells and making wands with birthstones in them. Okay. So I will tell you from my first thing. The first thing you need to do to teaching spell is to have a spell. You must write down that spell. And wands with birthstones in them is a great one. So, okay, log in. Here we go. And all right, continue. And I'm going to see if I can do this in a second. All right, good. And what we're going to do right now is come over here. I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Uh, yes, there we go. Can I share that screen? No, window. No, tab. Nope. All right. Yeah, new chat. There we go. Share. You know what? There we go. We're going to share this. I hope you're seeing all this. So, what we're going to do, what was our question? Oh, yes. How to teach a spell. I'm doing this from a fresh start versus I have all these conversations you can see. Yeah, taking over the world's one of them. So, I'm asking as you create the wand. Yeah, you're going to see something. Oh, you see how bad I type. All right. And there you go, folks. That is your demonstration. There it is. Select the appropriate birthstone. And there you go. It's moving pretty quickly. and I will post this for all of you to see. Thank you. Uh, and there you go. That's how you start in the New Creator Society. Now, you could take that and say, oh, that's terrible or good, but guess what? I just wrote the entire thing. Now I can take a look at it and see if I like it or don't like it, and I can change it. So that stop sharing is too bad. All right. I'm going to put this here and see if it goes. All right. All of you should be seeing the chat. For some reason, I didn't get it across to you. I thought I was showing it to you, but there you go. Um, so, how do you begin to teach your spells? First of all, you decide what spells you want are teachable. So you go on and you can find the trend lines. So I'll be teaching this. So you go into and find the keywords that people are finding trends. You can go and Google Trends. There's literally a site. I will get this set up to teach this in a more manner. And then you basically find out what the trending spells are. Of course, the most common spell that people want are love and money. Health is there too. It's usually third, believe it or not. And then you go out to all sorts of spells. So you want to write those basic ideas: health, wealth, and also then the idea of protection. Those are blue candles and things like that. So you find the spells that you like and find out the reason that you need them. And then there's what you can do is then you create them into a booklet and you can put that up on Kindle. Now you've got a booklet of spells you can hand out. We just did that with the omnibus, and you can buy that and enjoy that too. Uh, and then you can go ahead and produce that. You can make author copies so you have those personally so you can hand them out, but they can also be then sold on the unlimited bookshelves of Amazon. And if they sells there, you get money, even if it sells 50 years from now, even if it's 10, because all of the book is actually trapped in cyberspace. So it doesn't exist as a physical book until somebody orders it. So you can do this. There's a site called Zazzle. Let me go to Zazzle. I gotta get this working. I wish I will do a better job. I'm going to teach this class here really soon, like days here, for citizens of Pagan World. Yes, become a citizen today. Absolutely, this is going to change the way we look at things. So I will go through something really fast. Have you got Google? Even if you've got your own email, if you want to start a product, do you own your Google name? Like paganworldtv at gmail.com, our email address. That is the first step to a huge number of free tools. Your drive onto YouTube to create videos, holding documents, a tremendous suite of items, even building websites. There's a tremendous suite of free tools that are very, very useful that almost no one pays attention to. Once you have that, you can decide where you want to sell and what you want to sell. So when I was talking about Lori Blackman, one of the things I want her to do is go on the Facebook pages where she's gotten really strong. But once you got your Google name, you go in and get your Twitter name, your Facebook name, and if you already have a Facebook page, you make sure you grab the name of the business, and you get your Clubhouse if you want to be in Clubhouse if you like audio. There's a lot of other places you can go to, but you want to make sure. And then, of course, you're going to use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really hot right now. But the big one is get your Google name, then use that to get your Twitter account, get a Facebook page. Um, you got then all these tremendously free tools to begin your business. And then you decide how you're going to teach that business. Why do I want to do that? Wow. Kind of swamped over. That was a big swamp over. I will not do that again of doing a big piece inside that chat. So once you've got that, then you have to get attention. So that's the next step. And that is really where the attention economy comes in. You start showing people your stuff. You got to start talking. And you have to accept the fact that a lot of people aren't going to like what you have to say up front or don't even know who you exist or something. Um, so now you have a teachable spell. You've written them down. You maybe have created a small booklet. Now what you do? You go on YouTube and you create a video. And you go on Facebook and you create a video. And then you also maybe create a single spell and you put it out there in some sort of meme. Then you create memes out there to get out there. But the most important thing that people do is they get really, this is something I see over and over again. I hate. They see, oh, I've got 5 people commenting, not 30 or 50 or 1,000. And I go, okay, but you got 5 people. Are you responding to them? I hope that a lot of people, and you can tell me if I'm not, I feel like a lot of people, and I spend a lot of time responding to people all of the time. I mean, I really do like people, and I really love the fact that they, um, come to my page and they talk to me and they do things um, out there, out there. So yeah, David, I'm going to put it out there. There are tools like Hootsuite, yeah, which allowed you to create one post and the software automatically posts on a long list of social media sites at once. Blogs can be generated by AI really quick. I just showed you that just showed you that with how to teach you to do a teachable spell by AI. That's just one possibility. We can move faster, quicker, simpler, cheaper than we ever have. And we also have a thing that our grandparents would have loved to have. Those who had a little side business had to work, had to find time to do it. Today, we go to work 9 to 5, get home, served everybody dinner, have everybody have a good time. Everybody kind of settles out 8, 9 o'clock. Between that 7 and midnight time, 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning is a great hustle time. Just an amazing hustle time. You can do that now with the internet. You can actually do that. If you're working 9 to 5, and I get it. And I'm not talking about depriving sleep. I'm not talking about anything. Get your sleep in. But if you want to spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours creating now, making that T-shirt on Zazzle, going out and creating graphics, putting all this stuff together, and AI is going to make this easier. That's the important thing, and that you can do so, you can create. So what we need to do next? So what the next thing we need is to improve our marketplaces. Etsy's good, but what about having spaces where you can find people more of that? So one of the things we need in the creator society to make our community do better. How do we do better? How do we do better? And that's the question I've got. How do we make more income from ourselves? And what is the marketplace that I conceive of? 70 million Americans right now. Due to shipping and other considerations, I'm not looking as much into Europe, Africa, Asia, and all those places as a market. I love selling to them, but they're very expensive to transport until we're able to work out agreements with people over in those countries, or Amazon or other services become better at it. But 70 million people in America have one or more values that are small p, meaning they will buy products that we produce as pagans because they like Mother Earth. That's right. There is a Mother Earth market not really being addressed fully. Mother Earth market are people who want to do well by Mother Earth. They don't know why, they don't know how, they don't do anything. And so Mother Earth marketing is a huge open niche of 70 million people that they've discovered. And people are trying to fill it. They do those little commercials with Mother Nature and other things. But our niche is 70 million people who want to do well by the earth. This isn't climate change people. This is Mother Earth people. And yes, a lot of them are climate change, almost to the person. But there's a larger climate change community as well. So if you want to be a creator, who do you want to reach out to? The Mother Earth community. And so we have about 2 to 3 million Americans that are calling themselves pagans. And a lot of them feel like they're part of Mother Earth. That we have people who are into Earth spirituality. You have a lot of people who just are unchurched, who just have a love of Mother Earth. So there's a lot of different ideas in there. So can you market to them? We have more tools than ever. So if you're making soap, you're right, you tell them, some people you tell about the magical properties of it. The other ones are the therapeutic properties, and you make content separately for each of these groups. And then you can say for the people for health reasons that you're allowed to say, be careful, don't make medical claims. There you go. And to answer David, I think David was talking about Hootsuite as being a system. There's a couple of others um, about it. Restream right here allows us to broadcast over multiple levels. So that's really good. And if we were raising more money, if we had more money, uh, I don't care if people have. Thank you, David. I I really think this is something that's important. Uh, David said, guys, there are critics saying that Ed is talking too much about money making, but wake up. He's all about putting that power into your hands to help community grow into our own financial security. Absolutely. Um, for lots of reasons, people don't realize I've pulled back out of witch school for various reasons to be able to do more of this type of work, and I'm working my way out of the Karelian administration of the Karelian National, that sort of thing. So yeah, but if people think I'm talking too much about money, I don't care. What do you want me to talk about? I've been talking about money for 30 years, and we've financed so many things. Look, I we have 300,000 people inside the witch school system. It's 22 years. Tons of sites have failed. Witch Fox, probably the biggest one that hurts the most. How about Avatar Search? And how about, Yahoo groups? And we've outlasted a tremendous amount of spaces by charging small amounts of money for subscriptions, no more than a book fee, less than that to build online systems that have worked. And that has produced from that sort of idea of a small subscription fee and even lifetime memberships, something we're embracing now in this new project of Pagan World, except it's going to be citizenship. We were able to provide and create so much good in the world. You talk about money. I'm talking about structures that have provided millions of hours of volunteer labor, both in teaching and in physical actions across the world. We're talking about communications for spiritual communities across the world. And I've done it on pennies, dimes, onto dollars. I have a big statement. If you've not heard my dollars to, turning dimes to dollars and dollars into dimes, how to make a dime work like a dollar, and how to make a dollar, and how to make every dollar work. Absolutely. And if you think I'm talking about that too much, this is an expensive project, bringing a lot of media to play. But now I have this here in existence. Sure, and I agree with that. Ashley says, um, "This is the way that pagan Wiccans hippies need to think, so that we can get our message out. And no offense, stop being misrepresented in everything they show on TV and movies. If we don't control our message, this is the big thing. If we don't control our message, who will?" I've said this all along. This is where my if you want to know, Ed the Pagan is a media creation. I didn't name myself that. The media named me that. Why? Because I've been involved with media for a very long time. So now in this creator economy, I've always been a creator. I've created all sorts of things, and which was one of the best things I've created. And so is Pagans Tonight Radio, and so is Magic and TV, and so will be Pagan World TV. We're going to create great things. But how do you do it? You need to, we'll be talking more. I don't care what people say. Do you have a business? Do you have to want to reach the people that you want to? Then I'm going to talk to you. We need to reach these people. We need to create jobs in our community. We need to exist more fully so that we can be more open to enjoy our lives. And the only way we're going to do that, right, in which we have the magnificent opportunity, is the creator economy. We have a great moment right now to kind of be spreading our message, our energy, and our thoughts out there, and at the same time create systems that are going to produce income for different groups in different covens and different people. And then through that excess, the success, what has always brought us that to be charitable, when there's enough food in everybody's belly, when everybody has their basic needs, Yeah, there you go. There we go. Once we have that, more of that, medical care and taking care of ourselves, the more we can have a successful society. So I'm going to read you something that I really truly believe in. It's from Buckmaster Fuller, Uncle Buck, Buckminster Fuller, Uncle Bucky. And this is one of the things about the creator economy. So we should do away. He says we should do away with this the app. I mean, oh, I'm not often I read, and I don't want to sound like I'm reading. And I've read this thing before. We should do away with the absolutely spacious notion that everybody has to earn a living. In fact, today, that 1 in 10,000 of us is capable of making a technological breakthrough capable of supporting all the rest. The youth of today are absolutely right in recognizing this nonsense of earning a living. We keep inventing jobs because of the false idea that everybody has to be employed at some kind of drudgery because, according to Malthusian Darwin theory, we must justify his right to exist, our people's right to exist. So we have inspectors of inspectors and people making instruments for inspectors to inspect inspectors. The true business of people should go back to school, think about whatever it was that they were thinking about before somebody came along and told them they had to earn a living. Buckmaster Fuller. We have an opportunity in the pagan community, in the creator community, to actually move forward in a big way. So thank you, David, for bringing up. And so that's where we're at, creator economy. How you can make money even if you don't have one, as long as you have an internet connection. There you go. So that's tonight on the creator economy. If you have any last questions, go ahead. Pagan World TV will be back next Tuesday. I'm going to have a very special episode on on Corellian script, the magical language of Corellian script. That's going to be fun. More coming to you. What's Rising on Sunday. We have so much activity. Check out our schedule. And with that, no more questions. Blessed be.